Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, my name is Jen, and today I'm going to show you how to make low-carb jalapeno popper chaffles, and I'm going to show you how I turn them into low-carb taco salads. So I'm going to be using this Presto waffle bowl maker. Now I know a lot of people aren't really fans of a unitask device, but I use this for all kinds of things. You can even use them to make waffle bowls for desserts. Now for this recipe today, I'm going to be using almond flour, but I'm using super finely ground almond flour because I find that regular almond flour can feel a little gritty even after it's cooked, and it just has like a weird texture. So if you can find super finely ground almond flour, use that. So I'm going to start off with a half a cup of this almond flour. Now this recipe is going to make 3 jalapeno popper chaffles. So obviously double this recipe if you need to. And to this, I'm going to add a fourth of a cup of Neufchâtel. Now, it's just cream cheese. It's just got like a lower fat content, but if you would prefer to use regular cream cheese, go right ahead. You need to make sure that's kind of softened and room temperature. Now, to that, I'm going to add a cup of low-fat shredded mozzarella cheese. You can shred your own if you prefer, but I'm all about taking shortcuts, and for this, the texture of it doesn't really matter. I've also diced up and de-seeded 1 large jalapeno. I'm going to add that to my bowl. And I'm going to put 2 large eggs that have kind of come to room temperature. They're not warm. They've just been sitting on the counter for a few minutes so that they're not ice cold. We want this to be really easy to mix, and cold eggs will make your cream cheese seize back up. So just let your eggs sit out for a few minutes before you get started. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to this because I am on salt restriction, so add as much as you like. I personally would add half a teaspoon or so, and about the same amount of ground black pepper. And then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of garlic powder and a half a teaspoon of onion powder to this as well. If you wanted this to be even spicier, you could add some cayenne pepper or some red pepper flakes to this. I did not because my intent was to add hot sauce at the end. So just season this the way you like, and just remember to season it well because this is the base for your taco salad recipe. You want to have it a lot of flavor in this. You don't want it to be bland. And then I'm just going to give this a really good mix now because the cream cheese wasn't like melted. It does take a little bit, just be patient. And your batter is going to seem pretty thick, but as this sits for a little bit after we get it mixed up, that almond flour is going to sort of hydrate and the jalapenos are going to let go of a little bit of liquid, and that'll help to loosen up your batter just a little bit. So just be patient while you're mixing it. It will come together. Now, I do not know if Presto still makes this waffle bowl maker, but I will definitely look. I've had this for about 6 years, so it's pretty old. But like I said before, it's not necessarily a unitasker because I have used this to make desserts for my children. It's a lot of fun to make like a regular waffle bowl with this and then fill it up with fruit and a little bit of whipped cream. It's just really fun to experiment with stuff like this. Like I even have an idea to make a grilled cheese waffle bowl and fill it with tomato soup, but that's more of a winter thing, I think. But yeah, if you are okay with investing in something like this waffle bowl maker, I definitely think it's a lot of fun. So I'm using turkey bacon for this recipe. Y'all don't give me no hate over this turkey bacon, okay? Turkey bacon and ground turkey, it's all about the preparation. A lot of people give it a lot of hate, but if you're using turkey bacon like I am, I cooked mine in my air fryer until it was super, super crispy. And I think that's the key to anything. It's all in how you cook it. So I'm adding about 4 strips of turkey bacon to my batter. Now, once my waffle bowl maker is nice and hot, I'm going to add just a couple of drops of oil to this. It is non-stick, but because I'm putting cheese in it, I want to make sure that my shells come out intact. I don't want to have to fight with this thing to get my shells out. So I'm just going to use a little silicone brush and kind of make sure that all of the nooks and crannies are brushed with a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to put a third of this mixture into this waffle maker. Now you'll see it kind of has like a mashed potato texture. That's fine. When you close the waffle maker, it will sort of push it up the sides. There is a little bit of a learning curve in trying to figure out exactly how much to add. So all of my bowls did not come out the same size, but you'll see they're pretty close to the same. I really like this waffle bowl maker because you see the light turns off and my little bowl here is done. It comes out really easily. It is very hot, so be careful. I did actually burn my hand making these, but you just put your batter in, and when you notice that the steam starts to slow down on it, the light will turn off and your little shell is ready. No, you can absolutely make this without a waffle maker. If you don't have one of the little small dash makers or one of these, you can just make this in a pan, pancake style, and it makes an excellent substitute for hamburger buns. The jalapeno popper flavor really does come through on these if you add enough cream cheese and enough jalapenos. And if you want it to be even hotter, you can totally substitute the jalapenos for a different kind of pepper. That is the joys of cooking your own food is you can change it to suit your own tastes. So I'm going to get this last one done real quick, and then I'm going to show you how I put all of these together. While these were cooking, they only took about 15 minutes to do all three. I went ahead and browned up and seasoned a pound of ground turkey over on the side on the stove, and I seasoned it with my standard taco seasoning. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add one of these to the bowl. And I did make three. This is like meal prep for me. These will reheat really well in the air fryer. So this is like three lunches or three dinners for me. The pound of ground turkey will also stretch three meals. So to this little shell, I'm gonna add some lettuce. Now you can make this however you like. If you have refried beans and guacamole and fresh salsa, absolutely add that if that is what you want in your taco salad. But because I am counting calories, I'm keeping it simple on this day. A little lettuce, some of my seasoned ground turkey, and then I go ahead and I do top this with some cherry tomatoes that I chopped up and a little bit of shredded Colby Jack on the top. Now the macros on this is roughly 564 calories, 8.7 carbs, 42.8 grams of fat, and 38.4 grams of protein for one shell. That doesn't even count the extra protein that you're going to get from the ground turkey and the cheese that you put on top or whatever else you add. But as always, if you are counting your macros, you will need to calculate how you make it personally so that you have the right numbers for your meal. So I really hope that you guys give this a try. It is a really fun way to eat a little healthier, but not to feel like you're missing out. And I think that's the key thing to eating healthy is you need to still be able to feel like you're having normal food because nobody can just exist on salads alone. So if you give this a try, please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you did, if you used a waffle maker, or how you prepared your taco salads. Until next time, friends, happy cooking.